Is first class really worth it? It's a question that many travelers have asked as they scroll through flight options, staring at those jaw-dropping price tags. A first-class ticket can cost anywhere from a few $1,000s to well over $10,000, sometimes even reaching into the tens of thousands for ultra-luxury experiences. But what do you actually get for that price? Is it just a bigger seat and a free glass of champagne? Or is there something more? And perhaps the most important question of all, does it justify the cost? Before we dive in, if you love aviation and in-depth travel insights, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Ava's Hub. We bring you the most fascinating stories and analyses from the world of air travel, and you won't want to miss out. Now, let's explore the world of first-class flying. To truly understand whether first class is worth it, we need to break it down into several key areas: comfort, service, food, exclusivity, and the overall experience. Let's start with the most obvious difference: comfort. When you board a plane, especially for a long-haul international flight, the reality of economy class can be brutal. Tight seats, minimal legroom, and the constant battle for armrest space are just the beginning. If you're flying coach on a budget airline, you might not even get a reclining seat, and in some cases, you could be crammed into a row with no entertainment screen or access to in-flight meals without an extra charge. But first class is an entirely different world. First class seats, especially on international flights, are often more than just seats. Many airlines offer fully lie-flat beds, giving you the ability to sleep comfortably at 35,000 feet. The seat width is significantly larger, meaning you have your own private space, free from the elbows and knees of fellow passengers. Some first-class cabins even provide privacy doors, turning your seat into a personal suite, blocking out the noise and commotion of the rest of the plane. And it's not just about the seat itself. First-class passengers get access to luxury bedding, high-quality pillows, and even pajamas on some airlines. You're not just sitting in a bigger seat, you're experiencing an entirely different way of traveling. On ultra-premium carriers like Emirates, Singapore Airlines, and Qatar Airways, first-class suites are designed to feel more like private hotel rooms than airline seats. Some even come with separate sleeping areas, vanity mirrors, and massive entertainment screens that put economy-class screens to shame. But comfort is only one part of the equation. Let's talk about service. One of the most noticeable differences in first class is the level of personal attention. In economy, flight attendants are often responsible for dozens of passengers, meaning service is efficient but impersonal. Meals are distributed assembly line style, and if you need something extra, you might have to wait. In first class, that dynamic shifts completely. The flight attendants are dedicated to making your experience as smooth and luxurious as possible. From the moment you step on board, they address you by name, take your coat, and offer you a pre-departure drink, usually a choice between champagne, fresh juice, or a high-end cocktail. Unlike economy, where you might have to ask for an extra drink or snack, in first class, flight attendants anticipate your needs. If your glass is empty, it's refilled before you even have to ask. If you prefer a certain kind of tea or an extra pillow, it's provided without hesitation. And that brings us to another major difference: the food. Airplane food has a reputation for being bland, uninspiring, and, in some cases, downright unappetizing. That's because in economy class, meals are mass-produced and prepared to be served quickly to hundreds of passengers. But in first class, dining is an experience, not just a necessity. Many premium airlines partner with Michelin-starred chefs to design their first-class menus, offering multi-course meals that rival fine dining restaurants. We're talking about caviar service, Wagyu beef, fresh seafood, and even customized dishes prepared specifically to your liking. Some airlines, like Singapore Airlines and Etihad, even offer an onboard chef who can tailor meals to your exact preference. And it's not just the food itself, it's how it's served. Forget plastic trays and foil-wrapped entrees. In first class, meals are served on fine china with real silverware and linen napkins. Wines and champagnes are carefully curated, sometimes featuring bottles that retail for hundreds of dollars on the ground. And if you're flying on an airline like Emirates or Qatar Airways, you might even have access to an onboard bar where you can sip cocktails and socialize with fellow first-class travelers. But perhaps the most exclusive part of flying first class isn't just what happens in the air. It's everything that happens before you even step onto the plane. First-class passengers get access to some of the most luxurious airport lounges in the world. These lounges aren't just about comfortable seating and free snacks. Some offer full-service spa treatments, private nap rooms, a la carte dining, and even chauffeur-driven transfers directly to your aircraft. For example, a Lufthansa first-class terminal in Frankfurt operates as a completely separate terminal just for first-class passengers, complete with its own immigration and security process, fine dining, and personal assistants who handle your boarding pass and baggage for you. Etihad's first-class lounge in Abu Dhabi offers a cigar bar, a fitness center, and personal shower suites. Qatar Airways. Al Safwa First Lounge in Doha is designed to feel like a five-star hotel with museum-quality art pieces and full spa services. So, at this point, it's clear first class isn't just about a bigger seat. It's about an entirely different way of traveling. From the moment you arrive at the airport to the second you step off the plane, every part of the experience is elevated to an entirely different level. But does that mean it's worth the cost? The answer depends entirely on your personal priorities. For some, the ability to sleep comfortably on a long-haul flight, enjoy gourmet meals, and receive world-class service is absolutely worth the price. For business travelers and high-net-worth individuals, first class isn't just about luxury, it's about convenience, maximizing rest, and arriving refreshed for important meetings. But for the average traveler, first class remains a dream experience. Something that's financially out of reach unless booked with miles or through a lucky upgrade. And that's where the question of value becomes tricky. Many argue that business class now offers a similar experience at a much lower price. Fully lie-flat seats, excellent food, and access to great lounges can often be found in business class for a fraction of the cost of first class. In fact, some airlines are even phasing out first class entirely, opting to enhance business class instead. So, is first class worth it? For most travelers, the answer is probably no. It's an incredible experience, but unless money is no object, it's difficult to justify the astronomical cost when business class provides much of the same comfort. However, if you have the chance to fly first class, whether through points, an upgrade, or a once-in-a-lifetime splurge, it's absolutely an experience you'll never forget. The luxury, the service, the exclusivity, it all adds up to something truly special. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of first-class travel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Avis Hub, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an aviation breakdown. What do you think? Have you ever flown first class, or would you ever consider it? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your eyes on the skies.